Ancient caves, sacred rivers, and legends that continue to echo through rocks. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today we are continuing our journey through the beautiful places in Anegundi. Our first stop was the Chintamani temple. Fresh sugarcane juice, river views, and peaceful surroundings. Anegundi already felt special. Set beside the flowing Tungabhadra River, this place is deeply connected to the Ramayana. With the Tungabhadra River flowing quietly beside it, the entire place feels very calm and almost timeless. In places like Anegundi, devotion feels present in every corner. Many believe this region to be a part of the ancient Kishkinda mentioned in the Ramayana. There was such a calmness in the atmosphere, something that's hard to explain. And now we are here, standing outside this ancient Shiva temple, with the river flowing beside us and massive boulders all around. The entire place felt straight out of another era. Even with visitors around, there's still a deep sense of peace here. Right beside the Shiva temple was this peaceful Devi shrine, small and simple but carrying a very calming spiritual atmosphere. And from the temple, we slowly walked down the stairs towards the Tungabhadra River. This is a very interesting spot. This spot is the region where Rama is believed to have shot the arrow at Vali from across the river bank. And hidden between these rocks is a cave deeply connected to the Ramayana. And here is a painting showing the significance of this cave. It depicts a discussion between Rama, Lakshmana, Hanuman, Sugriva and Jambavant on the planning of Sita's rescue from Lanka. That spot is believed to be the exact place where Rama sat during the discussion. Standing inside a place connected to ancient history feels both surreal and deeply spiritual. From the Ramayana-linked caves and river banks, we next arrived at the Sri Ranganatha Swami temple in Anegundi, a peaceful temple dedicated to Lord Ranganatha, the reclining form of Vishnu. The calm surroundings, the temple architecture and the spiritual atmosphere made this place feel very serene. Inside the sanctum, Lord Ranganatha can be seen in the reclining posture. And right beside Lord Ranganatha, within the same sanctum area, there was also a small shrine dedicated to Goddess Lakshmi. After this, we arrived at Gagan Mahal, a structure that once belonged to the royal family of Anegundi. Standing quietly in the middle of Anegundi, the structure feels simple yet deeply historic. Built several centuries ago, Gagan Mahal is believed to have been used by the queens and royal women. Even today, its arches and old walls reflect traces of royal architecture from another era. Like many places around Hampi and Anegundi, time has changed much of what once existed here, and walking through places like these, it's impossible not to imagine how lively they once must have been. Next, we visited the peaceful Durga Mata temple, a simple yet spiritually vibrant place. After the darshan, we also had the good fortune of receiving prasad at the temple. From there, we continued walking deeper into the rocky landscapes of Anegundi towards the Vali Cave. Along the way, we saw cattle quietly standing, and for a moment it reminded me of Vrindavan. Interestingly, our first entry into the Vali Cave was actually from the back side. So before even reaching the main entrance, we had already started exploring the cave from within these rocky pathways. This cave is believed to be associated with the legendary battle between Vali and the demon Mayavi from the Ramayana.
मायावी शैतान लिहिलंय. त्याचं नाव काय होतं?
And later we came around again and entered properly through the front side as well. So in this way, we got to experience the cave from both directions. The pathway inside was quite narrow, and at some point it became totally dark that we had to use our phone flashlights. The silence inside and the history connected to this place made the experience feel incredibly unique. Next, we arrived at the Pampa Sarovar, considered one of the 5 sacred sarovars in Hindu tradition and is deeply connected to the Ramayana. Pampa Sarovar is associated with Pampa Devi, a form connected to goddess Parvati. It is believed that Pampa Devi performed penance here and worshipped Lord Shiva. Beside the waters stands a beautiful Shiva temple, adding even more to the spiritual atmosphere of this place. Pampa Sarovar is also associated with Shabari, who is believed to have waited here for Rama during his search for Sita. This is the Shabari cave. Next, we headed for one of the most exciting experiences of the trip, the famous coracle ride near Sanapur. With rocky cliffs, calm waters and beautiful surroundings all around, the place looked absolutely stunning. And finally, it was time for the coracle ride. Floating through these waters in a traditional round boat felt both peaceful and thrilling at the same time. And of course, the spinning part of the coracle ride made it even more exciting. And finally, we arrived at the Tungabhadra Dam area. But before even reaching the dam, we were welcomed by this huge and beautifully maintained park. There was quite a long walk ahead of us, with gardens, pathways, fountains, and lights spread across the entire area. By the time we finally reached near the dam, the sun had already set and the sky had turned into this beautiful pinkish evening shade. As it was already getting dark, the dam wasn't very clearly visible, but the cool breeze, the chilly evening atmosphere, and the lights around still made the evening really beautiful. And here we stayed back for the musical fountain show as well. It was nice to watch for a while, though personally I felt it was pretty okay and not something extraordinary. On the way back through the park, we saw several illuminated fountains that made the entire place feel even more lively. There's also a small aquarium inside the Tungabhadra Dam area. It's not very huge, but still a nice little stop while exploring the area, with a decent variety of fishes and aquatic displays to see. And after all the exploring, we finally headed for dinner, followed by our night bus journey back to Bangalore. From ancient stories and sacred temples to rivers, caves and beautiful landscapes, Hampi and Anegundi gave us an experience we will always remember. And with that, our Hampi and Anegundi journey finally comes to an end. But the next video takes us to a completely different place with a very different spiritual atmosphere. Can you guess where we are heading next?